Alright, start the recording. Fucking let's just go for it.
You can stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, though. Technically.
Oh, trying to log things. You gotta get one of those restreamer fucking things and stuff, because
No,
OBS, you can only log in one thing at a time with
you can
OBS.
use slobs in OBS.
Oh.
Yeah, slobs would really drain it, wouldn't it?
Oh. That'd be fucked.
No, but that actually would be fucked.
That'd be
Because I'm
fucked.
just thinking about it, like, slobs killed my fucking streams back in the day.
That's why I converted to fucking OBS, because yeah, Slobs was
You didn't believe me, though. For ages, you were like,
It was
nah,
fine. Well, I didn't have to worry about it. But
better.
now more and more games get a bit more demanding, and it's just like, fuck, trying to use
That's
everything.
why I switched.
So, I got
Because it was
myself,
killing my damn stream.
by the way, I got myself a nice little bottle of water.
A bottle of water. We're not British. We're Australian. We don't say bottle of water. Like some people
A
think.
nice little bottle of water.
Some
gonna
people
get
fucking
this.
think that, though.
Get on to this episode nice and early.
Like, we're fucking Australian, not British.
It's fucking... Don't want to take up everyone's New Year's Eve. So we get
Of
on
course
to
we
this
do.
early.
Because it's not everyone's New Year's Eve.
No, but some people, that yeah.
Half the world.
Yeah. But anyway.
Quarter of the world.
This is our final episode of the season for the year.
Ever. Let's go.
Our season 3 finale.
Forever.
Season final. Series final, isn't it series? Series.
The world's going to end.
Oh.
After the podcast, is because we're ending the season, it's just going to
Everything's gonna go with that.
go Kamehameha and just fucking kabam. We're blown with infinity.
Regenerate for the next year.
We can't do that.
Anyway, I mean, you got
You're
your drink.
dead.
I got a drink here. Might as well just crack it now. Be done.
Oh,
with it.
you have got one.
Yeah, I got one.
I thought you said you wasn't.
Anyway, with that out the way,
Oh,
well, you got to crack it. Were you gonna drink it
got it.
without? Were you gonna drink it with the lid still on?
I got it.
Oh, you got a
like
VB. I was gonna say.
Good old VB, man.
Good old Victorian bitter. Was it mine? The Mare.
Victoria bitter.
My Miller Chill. But anyway,
Oh, lid is
without
over
ado, fucking get in onto it. What's up, beardies and beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros podcast. Woo woo!
Yeah.
Fucking as those aware that have been watching already, we are live on Twitch for the season finale. Those that are watching us on YouTube, you missed out on watching us live and sending us messages. If you decide to send us through messages, we'll be a bit more organised next year for sure. We'll be definitely having more live episodes, I think.
Yes.
I do want to, reiterate that we will be doing a lot more things next year.
I thought you were going to say irritate. That.
Irritate, I mean, we're going to irritate some people. Those on Spotify that are listening, as always, thank you for listening to us as always. Again, you've missed out on the visuals and the amazing live visuals if you're listening to us. But definitely go check us out on the Twitter. That's Beardy Bros Podcast. Plugging it now for those that haven't caught up. We are there. You can find us everywhere. So, and those that are just finding us.
For the sweat. It's fucking warm.
It's warm. It's warm for him. It's cold for me. We've got a fire going. Everyone's outside listening to music, so I had to step away so we could record this episode, and then I'll go out and party the rest of the night away till the new year.
Well, kind of.
So, so what is it? This episode we're gonna go over our some of our tops for this year. And
Tops. Top 5. Top
10s,
top 5 10.
Top 10s, 5s, top 5 of 10s. Fucking, we got a bunch of stuff here we're gonna go
We've got a
through.
top 5
kind
times 2s.
It's just a little bit of a recap of the year. I might look at doing another ones, which if you've seen on the YouTube channel, there was that recap intros from last season. So I think I'll look at the pain in the ass for me because I can do 53 episodes of intros. So I may do another video for this season. So that's going to be a lot for me to go through.
3 episodes of intros.
I got to still find if I got half the episodes.
Intros aren't till like 20 minutes in.
I got to go through that and cut them out.
Or longer.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see how I go. I'm planning to maybe do it again, but like I don't even know if I have half the episodes still, so my shit's fucked. Like I've been trying to organise the episodes out and it's fucked. But anyway, we're gonna get right into things, I think. But yes, it's the final episode of the year. We're fucking happy to be here with you all to fucking entertain you as always. Fucking in your ear hides, eye hole bungs.
In your ear hides.
I don't know, bung holes, left holes, right holes, nosal holes, whatever. Which way you fucking put things in, I don't know, I don't care, we don't judge. But yeah, I think it's been a great year. I mean, not a great year per se, it's been a good year. I think it's been a good year.
It's been a good year for games, everything else has been shit.
That's been a lot. Like, we were going through our top 10 games, and I couldn't remember, like, what was actually this year. And then when I actually went through the list of all the games, I was like, fuck, these. There was some days that had like
There's
a
a
lot of
lot.
games come out. That was like going through that list. There was like one of the days had like 20 games, I think it was, come out on one day. I was like, fuck me, like, that's ballsy.
Because they were
But,
delayed from like pandemic stuff, and it'll come out like
yeah,
2022,
big
23 coming
chunks.
up. Like,
But there was a lot of games. There was heaps of games that came out through the year. So
which
we've got
next year
our...
we are. First episode is anticipated, so keep an
Yes.
eye out for
So
that.
look for that. We're going to start getting back into topics a bit more as well. Kind of slate things again to being where we were, a bit more formatted. But
Not
not
formatted, but it's
formatted. That's not the
more
word I'm thinking of. It's just the word that came out.
more. Not I wouldn't say
Organized.
structured either. It's
Not
not really
No, we're
structured.
just going to go with it. But we're going to try and have more topics. And definitely want
Stuff
you
to
guys
talk
to give
about
us some more topics as well. If there's
directly.
anything you want us to talk about, remember to hit us up on the Instagram, Twitter, fucking YouTube. Anywhere you see our comment section, just leave us a comment. Give us a topic. You got a website as well. We've got forums up on our website as well. I'll have to link the website again. But there's forums there. You can leave some topics for us to, if you want us to talk about.
Socials are the best place though, man.
We've got
Like the
plenty of
Twitter, the
opinions, as
Insta.
always. We've got plenty of opinions. So if you guys want our feedback, our thoughts on
Some might
anything,
be good, some might be
I
bad.
mean, you could even send us in some stories or something to read out. I don't know, just something we can have a gaff at, something to laugh about. Anything. We're willing to take it all in. But yeah, so we've got our top 10 games
Why don't
list.
you
We've
take
got
it
our
all?
top 5 films, top 5 TV shows of the year, and I did another top list that I talk about later.
Yes.
But yeah, so what do you reckon?
I'm keen because I'm keen to see what our lists are.
Do we reckon we should just get into it? Do we want to get into it, or do we, well, actually let's talk
We can
before? You
leave
know what?
that for a
We'll
little
leave it a
bit
bit.
later.
What do I want to say? What have you been up to this week? We should get into that. What have you been up to?
What have been fucking Christmas?
Mm.
Watching Dragon Ball Super.
You been watching that? Yep.
Nearly finished that up to part 7. Part
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fucking going through it.
Yeah. Episode 80 something I'm on.
Fuck, you've been going through it for sure.
I've been smashing it.
Jesus.
It's so good though. Like I've just because I've heard people say it's better than Z, or so worse than Z.
Yep.
I was like, I see how it's better and worse. Like,
Yeah.
it actually moves quicker, which is nice.
But it has moments that just like...
It has its moments of like just Goku going for like a whole episode, but and stuff like that. But it's not as drawn out though. Like it cuts to other things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So you get more of Bulma and Krillin and Piccolo and stuff like that at the same time.
Yep.
Which makes me wonder, like, because I did some research. I told you this, that Piccolo was a baby in like Dragon Ball Z or some shit, like he was, or Dragon Ball or something. It was fucking crazy. And like Goku's like in his 40s in Super, I think.
Yep.
Still looks just like he did back in Z. Like,
Yeah.
still sounds the same. Like, he's still a bit of an idiot.
Does silly things. Has his dad's jokes.
Well, I mean, when you think of it, like, he's the most stupidest fucking person in the ever.
He does some goofy shit. He does some
He's like, he only knows how to fight.
Mm.
But even then, he gets fucked up and dies a lot of time. Like, I just don't get it how he's lived that long. Also, I was watching something. It was with the future Trunks again, like in Z. This isn't a spoiler though. But there's a thing where you get a sensory bean. You know the
Yeah.
and like Videl crunch one. No, did she crunch it up and like gave it to Trunks because he was pretty much dead? No, he did it to her, and he kissed her. And then Goku goes, "What did you do?" Like, and then Vegeta goes, "Have you never kissed anyone? You've got kids." He's like, "No, I've never kissed." And it's like, like he's never done anything like that. And Vegeta's just like, "What the fuck, man?" Like, you've got a wife and kids. It's like he's just looking like, "I've never done it."
That's wild. That's fucking wild. I do want to watch Super.
It's literally canon that he's never kissed anyone. Like,
That's crazy.
but it's just Vegeta's the first one to comment.
That's great. That's
Like, he's always so like, but it's like, huh?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Fuck me.
I fucking love Vegeta though. He's the best character, I think.
Yeah. No, he's changed a lot. Like the diversity of him when he started to where he is now. He's just such a different character.
No, he hasn't. No, he
Like, he's still
hasn't.
cranky, but like,
He still wants to kill Goku.
they have those moments, but like, it's still come a long way.
He wants to be the best still. Like he's
Yeah.
like because they train off world and stuff, and he's training without me. He's like he's
Yeah,
got to
he's
get
like, he's
stronger.
like, he's cheating on me. It's like, he's training without
Yeah.
me. He's cheating. This is unfair.
Like
It's fucking
it's just a
hilarious.
competition. Like power levels just go nin, 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 nin.
Yeah, the challenge. It's always about
Well,
the challenge.
they're a bloody warrior race, and like Goku's well, I think Vegeta is stronger though, really.
I think it's the
But like,
arrogance that keeps throwing him off.
yeah,
It's he's too
right.
arrogant. Like, he's got the power, but he's too arrogant, so he doesn't know how to focus properly. And that's
Because
the biggest issue.
he doesn't take mercy on anyone,
Mm.
where Goku does, but that's how he dies. But like,
But it's more powerful
some
because he's more focused, in sense.
yes and no,
He's
but
not
he just
exactly
does more
focused, but he's
training,
more, yeah. It's
which
crazy.
it's like you've definitely got to watch it. It's so fucking good.
Oh, fucking hell.
Because
But
the new one's coming out soon as well, like the
yeah.
new
Superheroes?
Dragon Ball superhero or something.
Yeah, I
Because
saw
you got the
thing.
movie, but then you also got the anime that's still going.
It's so
like,
weird they call it superheroes, which the joke has always been, like,
it's literally Dragon Ball superhero. Like,
yeah. But it's just kind of funny because it's always kind of been like that they were superheroes in a sense. And now that they've actually
right?
acknowledged it in the sense by calling the new season
Oh, they're not
superheroes.
really superheroes.
No,
Though.
but
They're
like
not
that's what it
really.
would feel like. Like because that's what I always joked about what the Dragon Ball Evolution movie was like. It didn't feel like a Dragon Ball
Oh
kind of thing.
yeah,
It felt like a superhero movie because we
yeah.
had all like
That's
the
where it
superhero
fucked up.
films, and I think that's where the jokes almost come from. Is I feel like they've acknowledged that themselves, going, "Well, let's just do this," and like it just
It was
seems
kind of
so
before superhero movies
tacky.
though. It was just 2009, wasn't it?
There was a lot of them out then. We had like the
Not,
Spider Mans and everything,
not.
and everything
It
was,
wasn't too much though. It was just the little niche like.
and
You
it
had
felt like that was
Hancock,
it. It felt like a
Iron Man,
superhero
the first
film.
Iron Man,
Because it's just so
stuff like
typical,
that.
like the distraught hero had to get his way and then like kind of find his way and then had to learn fucking morals of like good and bad and you know the whole great with the great power comes great
Who does that sound like?
responsibility and I was like wow like fucking hell.
I
That's
just
how they did it.
um.
Mhm.
What was it? They don't pull any fucking punches either. Like
Mm.
it's like Master Roshi's still a dirty old man.
Yeah, pervy old dirty old man.
Those Goku as well actually. When you think about it.
He's a bit like that. I think well I mean yeah he has no filter.
No, he has no filter, does he? Like he just blurts it out if it's either good or bad.
Oh we've been talking about that.
Like he,
We've been talking
like he
about
does
that a
get
bit lately.
arrogant.
Mm. Oh yeah, he can. He can. And Goku needs it. He can be like real angry and like stubborn.
He can be arrogant more than fucking Vegeta can. Like
Yeah. Oh
you
no,
want
we got a bot in the
promotion?
chat. We got a bot in the chat.
What is it? H cup mark
Oh fuck off.
at EA Cup.
Fuck off.
Hi,
And I
want
fucking-
to offer promotion of your channel. Views,
Oh.
followers, views. Views, followers, views. Oh, viewers. Just
I'm-
think
I'm just
ban them,
gonna-
bro.
I'm not gonna ban, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, need the John Malkovich.
I know.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I hate these bots. I don't care. Like even if it wasn't like, come on, seriously, can you not come in here and advertise this shit? Like I
I
really
just don't get how they find channels, man.
like even you can like how they dodge it around by like having words to like so they don't have URLs to.
Yeah, but then they get around it with like other things.
Yeah. But no, fucking. I've just been playing some games. I've been playing like, High on Life and fucking Goat Sim. Finished Goat Sim.
So
and finally-
good.
I'm getting
Did
close
you,
to finishing High on Life though, so that's nearly done.
On Life is it's a decent game, isn't it? Like it's not too long and it's not too short.
Mm.
It's
It's
not open and it's not linear. Like it's a nice, compact little fucking game. Like
Mm.
had
So-
some issues, but like pacing and that, like it's a bit slow in areas.
Some stuff,
and it goes
yeah,
through-
because some stuff feels too slow, and some stuff's a bit too fast, and it's like, and it doesn't feel right. There's some parts where you feel like you should be trying to get, and it doesn't pace you because like it's trying to give you dialogue, but then it doesn't pace you to slow down, and you can go through and you miss dialogue, and because I've
Yep.
done it a couple of times where I've accidentally sped through, and it sometimes it'll cap you at the wrong point. So like there'll be times where it will stop you from progressing, so it can give you dialogue, but then it will allow you to progress without trying to stop you, and it's just like that shouldn't be
Yeah.
happening. They should have known to pace it
But I
appropriately.
don't think it's there. I mean, whose fault it is who organised, whoever put together the game.
Hmm.
If you know what I mean,
But
like
it's still a good game. So
whoever. What's the word? Whoever. It's not the director, but it's more whoever
oh,
pasted it all together
ooh, I'm
to
feeling that.
make it
I've had a lot. I had a lot of
to make it
snags
flow.
earlier, and I've had a bit of beer.
A lot of snags.
Oh, it's my third beer I'm on now.
Snags.
I've had 2 ciders earlier,
I had a I had a couple of fucking cheeseburgers for my din-dins.
and then I had a couple of sausages on some bread,
Couple of sausages.
and then we ran out of bread, so I had a couple of sausages.
How do you run out of bread, bro?
They got more bread, but yeah, they're just chilling outside
Oh,
at the moment. They're
oh, it was
out
just
there.
then you ran out. You had to have a couple of sausages.
Mm.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so they're outside. Everyone's outside chilling.
Oh, it's the fucking year for it. Oh, it's the time of year for it. That's
So
the
yeah,
year for it. Fucking hell. Cleared chat for non-moderators. Wait,
yes, I couldn't remember the thing, so I cleared out the whole thing, so they should be gone now.
I can still see it.
Yeah, because you're a moderator.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I just cleared the chat, get rid of all that crap on the thing.
I just delete the people. Not delete them, but
You
just
can
block them,
block
ban
them.
them.
But anyway, but yeah, no. So that's been pretty much it. You know, just been playing the games. I haven't really been watching much. I mean, you know, there hasn't really been much since
There's
last
nothing
week.
on really to watch, is there?
It's at the break period now after Christmas, because leading up to Christmas was like Santa Claus and stuff to watch, and you know your Christmas movies to watch, and then after that was just really, you know, it's nothing but for this week.
I watched no Christmas movies.
Mm.
I didn't watch Die Hard, didn't watch Home Alone, didn't watch The Grinch, nothing.
I watched Spirited. That was good.
I watched Super.
Super.
That
Yeah, I haven't
Spirited
really been
does
watching
look
much.
good.
I haven't been watching much lately. But yeah, fucking.
And you do watch a lot of things. Your eyes are always open.
I'm watching you right now. Watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. And I'm watching myself.
I'm watching myself.
Oh, fucking hell. What a year it's been, though. Honestly, though. What a year it's been.
So quick.
And now, I still can't believe, like, we were at, and we managed to get an extra episode out of the year, too.
53 episodes.
53 episodes. 53 weeks in this year, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. A 3rd season, and we're going to our 4th next year. Season 4.
Episode what? 139 this is.
139. That's alright.
So 140 next episode.
Getting there, bro. We've done a lot. We've done a lot. And then that's exactly it. You just can go back and check out all of our old podcasts if you want to see what happened through those years.
Yeah, they're all still there.
They're up on Spotify. The first season you won't
Some
really
have
be able
some
to find.
cool thumbnails. Some are just lovely faces. Well,
Yes.
some of the other thumbnails, but
They're all over the place. Sometimes I'll still go back over them and try and update thumbnails for older ones and stuff, and I get around to it when I feel it and get it right and
when you feel it,
when it matches. Oh, it's a large lump on my. I got bitten by something earlier when I was outside.
muzzy,
And
bruh.
it's a large lump on my leg. It doesn't
Large
hurt.
lump.
It's just itchy.
Large lump.
Large lump, 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 lump. My
Large.
lumps, my lovely,
also,
lovely lumps. Oh,
Before we get too far ahead, the soccer legend Pele has passed away sadly at 82.
82 years old. What a
The
legend.
3-time world champ, like the world champions. 3 times they've won the World Cup.
Not like a 2-time, but a 3-time.
Yeah, you hear that, Doc? Not 2 times. He's 3 times.
3-time champ.
3-time champ. Yeah, 82. Though. I thought he was a lot younger actually.
Doesn't he have a
Unless it's
son?
other people called Pele.
I think he's got a son that's
fine.
also into soccer, and his name's Pele as well. He's younger. He's like in his 40s or something like that, 30s or 40s. I think that might
Crazy.
be. I think that might be the case getting confused with. And I think his son's good at soccer as well. Like pretty good, like his father.
Like I only saw it because I'm just like through Instagram. I'm like, oh fuck, and damn. So I did a bit of research, and yeah, crazy. There's always someone
Crazy.
passing in the episode. Hopefully, 2023 has none of that.
It slows
at least
down.
not so regular.
Yeah, because it was nearly like every episode we could cover something, and we stopped a few episodes because it was like, fuck, this is like every week.
Right?
It was like, yeah. Can we like at least have some breaks next year? Can we at least have some
get
breaks?
there's more passing, but I only catch some things. Like or you as well. Like you only catch
Yeah.
a few things.
Yeah.
We can't keep track of everyone.
I think we should look at our lists. I don't want to jump in the big games yet, but I was thinking
Want to start with the
just
TV shows?
Yeah, start with TV shows. Do you want to go first, Jim, for your TV shows?
Yeah, I've only got two because
He's only got two.
oh, two good ones, like
Because what
a top five, and I've
it
got
came
two
out
that were
because
good.
it only came out this year.
Yeah, and one was, I mean, you would have had this as well, I reckon. Peacemaker,
That was good.
because that show was fucking good.
It was good. I kind of forgot about that. I actually may not have that on my list.
Oh man, how did you forget Peacemaker?
I could actually
And the
no.
second season next year.
That came out. I can replace that one. I'll put mine as Peacemaker for that.
That came out in January, so it
I was
kind of
looking
makes
through, and
sense.
there was a lot to look through.
A whole year, and
No, actually, I will change that one because that was kind of a filler. Because I got to a point where I couldn't remember. That was a lot.
and the second one, The Rings of Power.
I haven't seen that still, so
I haven't seen past like 2 or 3 episodes.
actually, I might substitute that one out because that's a series that's been going for a while. So
What's
I'll
that?
substitute my one for a different one. I had Rick and Morty on my list.
You can put that on there.
I mean,
really,
it was a
like-
good season,
'cause
but
the new season was out this year, so you
Yeah.
can put that on there. Like,
I mean, it was pretty good, pretty solid
because
base. I mean,
I
yeah.
could have said a lot of things like Better Call
No,
Saul.
that might
added
stay on my
6
list.
seasons,
No, you're right. I'll keep that on my list because it
But,
was
like-
actually a solid good season. Because it was very hard to make my list, and no Peacemaker.
TV shows are
comparing what I
hard
had-
because new ones suck,
Mm.
except for like Peacemaker and the Lord of the Rings one because they're literally new.
Mm.
But other things I just couldn't get into, like
Yeah,
like
see, yeah, you can see
She-Hulk, I
that.
didn't like fucking other things like that.
Yeah, well,
didn't
She-Hulk
like.
didn't make my list. She-Hulk was good, but that didn't make my list. It was just a bit hard to write it out. I did replace Peacemaker because I forgot about Peacemaker, but Peacemaker was good, and that technically overrides what I had on the list to knock out. So what I knocked out at the bottom there was Kenobi. So those that liked, I like Kenobi, but comparing it with Peacemaker, I mean they're different. I did like Peacemaker, so I did knock Kenobi off there. Going up through the list, we got Moon Knight. Moon Knight was good.
I just haven't seen that.
I
otherwise I'll put
enjoyed
on
that.
there
It
as
was
well.
really good. Reacher. Reacher was this year.
Ooh.
That was a good series. They did Reacher really well. That was really well done. And of course, Rick and Morty, this latest season was really good. They really got more onto the story this year. Like they really delved on
So
arcs.
it's not just random.
No,
things,
they're really
it's more-
focusing on the arcs
it's
more and more
paced,
now.
Like it's
Yeah.
continuing.
They're actually getting onto the story and actually each episode's like kind of following a story that's either happened previously in the episodes, not exactly directly after, but then all like things that have happened in other seasons.
They've,
they're kind of
they've all been connected.
Yeah, they're trying to really wrap things, connect
Because I
them.
remember some of the early episodes, they're just like, here's all different things.
Yeah, I mean, I could, because also leading on, I could have said Solar Opposites, 'cause I've been watching that, and the season came out this year, I think it was. But, I mean, Rick and Morty was pretty solid because I've been following that for so long, and that season was really good, that
Right.
tying it in. And then I had Wednesday, because Wednesday was really good, so.
When I was seeing that, that would be on my list as well if I had
Because that
seen
was,
it.
yeah, that was a series.
I think I liked it, actually, because I don't know if I don't know. It's stuff we've liked, not just because it's big, like. But, yeah, mine's only 2 fucking shows because that's all I watch. Apart from, can I put Super in there or not? Because
That
will
didn't
be
come
in
out
there
this
for-
year, though, because the thing came out while
Technically, it did release this year. The box set.
The
did
box
come
set.
out
That's
this
what I
year.
mean. If it was that, there's so many things that could have counted, but
Super came out in 2015-18, so I'm fucking way off there.
yeah, Wednesday was a series. Yeah, I'm trying to think, but yeah, it was because it was.
Yeah, Wednesday was a series.
Yeah, it came out every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, was it?
I think so. Yeah.
Wednesday on a Wednesday.
But yeah, so that wasn't too bad. Like Wednesday was really good.
I've been
I enjoyed
seeing fucking Jenna Ortega everywhere.
that. She's trending
Yeah,
like
like-
mad now.
Trending, but she's been doing things for years. And
I know
no
that's
one
the crazy
picked up.
part. It's just because this took off and everyone's gone mad for it now.
Like,
so it's
I
fun.
recognised her, but I didn't know by the name, though.
Yeah, exactly. I'd seen her in stuff before, but yeah, it was always the way. But no, it wasn't too bad. But yeah, no, Peacemaker was definitely really good, and I forgot it was this year.
I just couldn't believe how good Peacemaker. I'll give that a solid, like, 9.
Definitely
Maybe
really
a
good.
10 because it is actually a perfect TV show. Like,
But,
it's not too long, it's not drawn out, it's just, bam, straight to the point.
But I would say though, definitely out of anything with the Marvel stuff, definitely check out Moon Knight. Like, if you've
I
been
will
very
watch
iffy
that.
and stuff with a lot of them, the one I would have to recommend is Moon Knight. because I know you're very questionable with She-Hulk. I don't think you watched it all.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I know there's Star Wars, but that's Star Wars stuff. But like with the Marvels, like
I
out
probably
of all
watched
of them,
Kenobi because that's more Star Wars than the other things.
yeah. But out of all of it, definitely like Moon Knight was really good. Like yeah, it's set in Marvel universe, but like it didn't necessarily feel like a Marvel film. You got a few references here
Moon
and
Knight?
there. Yeah.
It just because it's not really a Marvel. I mean, it is, but it was more his own standalone thing because he's in no movie or anything. It's just him having a show now.
Yeah. So it
But
was
they
pretty
kind
good.
of giving him a second season, aren't they? Or
They're looking at possibly coming back. They said it was going to be a one shot, but his character's supposed to would be appearing as cameos in other films.
oh,
But they
so
might
that's
be
probably
doing,
it then.
but they might be doing a second because of how much like positivity it's had. He did
Yeah,
leave it
but
open.
it's
for
got to
that.
be good. It's got to continue the same quality. That's the only issue.
That's exactly it. It's going to be
Like as soon as it
interesting.
dips that little bit, it's nah.
But yeah, so
Like
that's a lot.
it's like
Last big
everything.
change. But yeah,
That's why
so
I'm iffy about Peacemaker season 2, but it's James Gunn, so
But
I
it-
have faith.
but again though, I was going to say that was hard for me personally because there was a lot of TV shows I watched this year. There
I
was
watched it.
like
I couldn't remember which
Kenobi.
one to
There was like
watch.
said there was She-Hulk. There was Miss Marvel. There was like a lot of like there was
You wouldn't
Andor.
put Miss
Didn't watch
Marvel on there
Andor.
though. Jesus.
Like Miss Marvel was good, but it just couldn't make the list with what I also watched. Like it was
Yeah.
like it was decent. Like don't mind you, like I enjoyed watching them, but those
That
ones
would
were a
not
bit
make a
more
list
entertaining.
if you watched
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
shows.
So it maybe feels like you where I didn't watch much, and it just happened to be one of the things. Then of course,
I watched
'cause it was good.
things, but they're not memorable.
A lot of things you mostly watch were like older things, things
I've been binging Kath and Kim, fucking all the good shit.
re-release or re.
I mean, I
backlog.
did watch like 3 episodes of She-Hulk, maybe 2 episodes.
But it wasn't part of your top.
Oh, I watched that Chris Hemsworth Limitless. That did count as a TV show, actually.
Oh, there you go. That could go on your list.
Yeah, that can go on there because that was actually pretty. That was actually
Yeah.
pretty fucking good.
Documentary, so good documentary.
It is because it gives insight into his life and
But yeah, it's just still amazing though how much you don't realize until you got to actually look back at the year, and you realize actually how much came out.
right next year I'm just gonna write down when I'll do something. It's like do that.
Actually
and then
catalogue it.
and do you just tick?
And you can actually see it, like actually see what you consumed through the year.
Because I had to
if you
go through all
remember.
the fucking movies and go, which came out this year?
I know, but I'd be curious
Like-
it'd be curious to actually make a list. So when you got a new game that year, you wrote that down, and the new show you watched, you write that down. New movie you watched, and then actually look at the end of the year and see how many games you bought,
Make a page for each,
and then you can see what games you bought, what you played, and you can go what movies you bought, and what you watched.
give them a ranking of
or
1 to
what you didn't
10.
watch, and then actually see like how much things you consumed within that year. Because then you can
I
actually
watched
see.
a lot of things.
Then you can actually see what TV shows you watched,
Just not
what
that
movies you
memorable because
watched. But there was a lot.
other things beat them, like Peacemaker
There
and Lord of
was
the Rings.
a
And
lot. I do want to watch Lord of the Rings, but I just
it's
haven't got
good. I'm only like 3 episodes in because I heard it got a bit slow, and then it went. I'm like,
That's what I heard as well. 'Cause there's like Willow, because there's like Lord of the Rings, there's Willow.
I've never
there's-
seen Willow yet
There's
either.
so
I'm like,
many shows that came out. Like,
they all
like
dropped so quick.
Santa Claus came out. Like that's a TV show. Like,
Oh, I could put that on my list, but I didn't.
but it was good. But I don't know if it was good
that would
enough
have been
to
my
make my
top
list.
5.
So you can chuck it on your list. if you want.
Would have had to be.
So you only got a couple there. You forget. See again, you forget what comes.
That would
You
have been
think
4. So
It's Christmas, and you don't think of it as because it's a normal TV show.
no, because to me, Santa Claus is a movie. Like it's a movie series, not a TV
Yeah.
show. That's structured as a movie.
And even how they did it, if you literally cut off the things, because I rewatched it all, it paces like a movie.
I know previously it's just continues
Because
directly
when I
from the last
rewatched it,
episode.
after watching the movies and then watching that, how it paces compared to the movies, it paces the same. They basically just paces and they just cut it. Go, here's a credit. Like it paces exactly the same, and they just cut it
It seems
off.
like it was two movies, just the one show.
Yeah, and it's just like, bro, like you literally just like let the pace go, and we're like, this is where it ends. Like it's like a YouTube video or something. Like the YouTube video plays and keep you hooked for the next part. They just cut it, so then you got to watch the next
I
part.
don't get. Did they cut that for the next season to be next fucking Christmas?
Who knows what's gonna go up?
Because I'm not waiting that long.
Oh, who knows?
The whole fucking year.
They need to do Santa Claus, but have him doing other seasons, other holiday. Have him interact with other holidays.
Have him in
And the
summer,
Santa
like,
Claus,
just
and
chill
then
at
have
the
with the
beach.
Easter Bunny, and the Santa Claus has to help the Easter Bunny, or fucking
Or
something. I don't know.
Tim Allen is the Easter Bunny.
Fucking he doing
As
Toonie
well.
Art. He's got to take up another holiday character.
And he's in Halloween. And he's
Ah.
a scarecrow murderer or something. I don't fucking know.
Like anything could happen. But let's just segue that to the joke list. It was not really a joke, but I have my top
Joke
3
list.
beers this year. My
Oh,
top 3 beers. So my number 1 for the year, which I consumed quite a bit of, was my Smithies. As we've seen through
hold
the,
it.
as we've seen, I had tried different Smithies through the episodes, different brews. So I tried those, weren't too bad. My second one that was pretty popular with my consumption was my Bright Blondes. So it was a different brand of the
Yes.
blondes, and we've seen I consumed a fair bit of those through the season. And of course, down on the third place was my Miller Chillers because I consumed these a fair bit.
Is that the
But
lime one?
yes, the lime Miller
So
Chill.
good. It gives
So
that refreshing hit, doesn't it? It gives that
yeah, so
nice kick in the ass.
these are definitely the ones I consumed the most this year. So that's why they made my top 3. But
You
like,
started the year with those.
yeah,
Now you're ending it. Coincidence?
exactly. So same beer, different
Coincidence?
year.
Same beer, same year.
Same beer, different year. Same
One
shit.
beer, 1 year.
Oh, I'm hoping to do my midnight shit so I can do same shit different day.
One does 3 beers.
You ever done that on New Year's where you go to the toilet before midnight and do a shit so you can literally
Same
say
shit, different day.
yeah. So
I
there you go.
haven't.
But when
Maybe?
you do it on New Year's, it's same shit different year.
Oh. Oh.
That's even
I've
bigger.
never done that one.
I've done it a couple of times. One time I woke up and I made sure and I was like, oh my god, I made it, and went for a shit just so I could be like, same shit different year. And then my year was pretty shit because it was like pretty much the same as the year before. So I think I jinxed myself.
Oh, really? Fuck.
So maybe I might
just
not
go
do
eat
that.
Taco Bell beforehand. So
Maybe
you
not do that this year,
just
so,
the
so
right
I can
moment.
have hopefully a different year.
A different. I mean, New Year's resolution. Same shit, different year this year.
What kind of things? What are you looking forward to for next year, possibly?
I don't have any idea.
Don't really know. Just whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever you
Like,
receive.
I don't plan too much. The only thing I do plan is my doctor appointments. That's it. And sauce. Because I have to.
Yeah, you gotta organise for it.
That's work, pretty much. Like, fuck.
I mean,
Just
yeah. I
simple
mean, for
work.
me, it's been a crazy year. I mean, what things can you remember that look back from this year? That's really
I got a chair
You
fund.
got a chair. You moved.
Moved. Bigger area here.
Mm-hmm.
Got my cool shelf. Got
Yep.
a war released.
God of War. Not really.
It's hard to go back through a whole year, isn't it?
I mean, the
Like,
biggest thing for me was me losing my job. I remember that.
was that this year?
Yeah.
Fuck me, I
That
thought it
was-
was last year.
Nah. Well, I mean, that would have been a long fucking time. It was back in March. It was the start of the year, basically.
So the year
Or
has
not the
been
start of
long
March. It
and
was
not
the
so
end of
short.
March. I say it was more April, end of March, start of April. But I mean, it's given me more opportunities. I feel like I've done more, but done less. I don't know. It's weird.
Done more and less. So you've been more productive. You
Yeah.
mean like you've done more things at home,
Yeah.
stuff you actually want to do.
Yeah. So it's been alright. I reckon
Yeah,
it
you
give
did
me
your
more
3D
opportunities.
printing. You done your gaming. You done your
Did that
stream.
back
You done
up again,
your
yes. YouTube, my
everything, like-
videos, editing, making stuff, design and shit, like all kinds of stuff. It's been crazy fun times, honestly.
drinking the beers.
So see how next year goes. Who knows? Like I said, I want to try and reformat this a little bit, and try and hopefully, Beardy Bros takes off a little bit more.
Right?
Just want to get more ear. You just want to get more ear holes. How are we
More
supposed
ear
to?
holes,
How are we supposed
More
to get world
earlobes.
domination if we don't fucking get enough consumers?
Ah.
I mean,
World
what?
domination's already ours.
Yeah. But yeah. So no, it's gonna be interesting to see what next year brings. Who
No, I
knows?
just hope next year remains consistent as this year.
Consistent?
Like, fuck.
No more
Consistent.
steeper, like just.
Yeah.
Or,
I mean, it can always go up, but just a consistent, never dip.
never dip. That's what we want. Never dip. I already had my
Well, this
dip.
has been
I
a
don't
good
wanna
year
keep
for me
going.
anyway. Like, fucking hell. On all
Opportunities.
fronts.
Opportunities as well. Look for opportunities.
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 How do you say Australia's got the opportunity, but it's a T. Opportunities. Like,
Opportunities.
opportunity.
Opportunities. It's not a
Opportunity.
tumor. It's not a tumor. It's an opportunity. It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor, the opportunity,
It's so funny.
opportunity,
uh,
opportunity.
um,
Um,
but yeah, fucking. Do we want to fucking look at our
it is
fucking?
not an opportunity.
Do we want to have a look at our films for the year?
Yes, you can go this one
I'll
first.
go this one. So, I think this was more delayed. I guess it was, but then it kind of came out this year. I got the Adam Project. That was meant to come out last year, I think it was, and it got delayed.
Yeah, that came out, didn't
And
it?
it came out
Fuck.
this year. Because I was going through the list and I was like, oh yeah, and I had to say the Adam Project because
Oh
one of our
yeah,
episodes this year of the podcast had an
was
Adam
about that.
Project reference. So I'm
Yeah,
like, and it was that good. It's Ryan Reynolds. Technically, he makes
I
this list
forgot about it.
twice. Ryan Reynolds makes the list twice for my top films. Do you know that? So Adam Project, and my number one is Spirited. Spoiler alert.
I'm gonna say Spirit because
Because
the
it
only
was
thing that
good.
came out with him in it,
Spirited and with Will
Will
Ferrell
Ferrell.
was really good. It was a really good Christmas film, 100%.
Wasn't
Also
that a
we
Christmas Carol just redone?
kind of like that. Yeah, yeah. It was the essence of a Christmas Carol, a modern day basically, a modern day
Yeah,
retelling, which was good. It was really well done. It is
I
music in
do
it.
want to watch it.
But like you could nearly watch that any time of the year almost. Like it
Yeah,
was on
because same as
Apple, but
Christmas Carol, it's not really a. I mean, it's during Christmas, not actual on Christmas. Like
yeah,
it's like the lead up to it or
yeah.
something. Like he's just a big fucking grouch and shit.
Basically, that's what happens with this as well. So it's the same kind of thing. Um,
I like Home Alone. Like
mm.
it's a lead up, and then it's like, oh, it's
So yeah,
Christmas
so we
eventually.
got two of those. Like I said, the Adam Project was good. I got Clerks 3 because I mean I got it with that.
Mm,
Like that came out this year. It was finally good to see a third for the Clerks trilogy, I guess, series with what Kevin Smith
right.
does, and this was kind of a nice wrap up, but also meta to himself with everything that happened, and it was like a life telling story, but then like
And
using it on
because
the
of the heart
characters.
attack, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Why he
yeah.
did
So
this.
they did that in the thing too, because Randall fucking has a heart attack, and he has the whole thing where he has the epiphany, and then he wants to make the film, which is basically what Kevin Smith did. You know, he had his heart attack, and he wanted to make stuff to re go back over everything. So he foreshadowed himself onto Randall, the character, and had the film like he'd go back, and they kind of meted the film they were making, which was the first movie in black and white. It kind of meted everything. So for like the third movie was making the first movie, and the first movie, and it's like this weird kind of twist on everything. So it was like a reboot documentary behind the scenes mockumentary. Like it's crazy.
Crazy how he's changed though from just a heart attack. Like
Mm.
he fucking real slim. He kind of
Yes.
had to slim down, I think,
Yes.
or
And
he chose to do it. I
he
can't
really
remember
had to
which it
because he was
was.
pretty bad. Like what he had,
Mm.
with that. He was surprised to make it, and that's why he said because he was that lucky to survive. He was like,
Oh
no,
yeah,
I'm changing everything because a lot of people like the ratio of people that survived and died with what he had was pretty high, and he was lucky enough to make it. So he was like, no, I'm changing everything because if
because
I made
he
that,
had help just like that.
yeah,
Otherwise,
he
he
was
would have
like, yep.
been
So he was lucky. Thankfully, he got the right doctors and everything to help him, and that's why I was
right.
like, yep. So he's been spitting out films like crazy, getting on writing and stuff and doing stuff.
That's
He's got
crazy, isn't it? How much he's been doing.
yeah, he's doing everything because he's got Moose Jaws. He's finally working on Moose Jaws, and that should be coming out. And then there's another Mallrats movie and
Mm.
another film he was talking about working on as well. So he's got
Because
a lot of
Clerks
those
is
coming
wrapped
out.
now, hasn't it? Like there's no
Clerks is
more
done. I think it was fully done. Because he did like
fully
before
been done.
Clerks, he did do like Yoga Hoses and Tusk and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
he did do other films, but like and this was after the heart attack as well. But
an
this was
actual
more of a
Clerks.
yeah,
Clerks
because he did
3.
like there's also another Jay and Silent Bob movie as well he's working on. Because he did the reboot, the Jay and Silent Bob
Oh fuck.
reboot, which was like a mock of like a reboot of the Jay and
Mm.
Silent Bob Strike Back. So he's doing like a whole kind of meta films because Moose Jaws itself is basically Jaws, but on land and with a moose. So it's supposed to be the exact same film, its concept and story and everything like that, but on land and with a moose instead of in the sea with a shark. So I'm like, that's hilarious. Like,
Maybe
I want to see
because
more. I
moose
kind of want more
are
stuff like that.
dangerous.
Because I would love to see more films where people grab a concept of one movie and then change it. Like, why can't we get something like grab like RoboCop, but then change it from a cop being turned into a robot, like turned into a werewolf or something silly like that, and have the same concept, like
Like a
I don't
werewolf
know,
cop,
yeah, like Wolf Cop or something like that, like
or
part
just a
man,
werewolf.
part wolf. He was in a dangerous accident, got turned into
He
a
goes
wolf.
from a cop to being a werewolf, being hunted by the cops.
Like, but like do the exact same principle. So it's like the whole kind of thing where it's like instead of being a RoboCop, it's a Wolf Cop, and it's the exact same premise of everything that happens, but it's a Wolf Cop instead. And then
Zombie
I don't
cop.
know. That's just the first thing that came to my head.
One brain at a time.
Like, yeah, I don't know. And then just why can't we have more films that are like parodies of other films? Like, it's cool we're seeing a lot of things, weird things coming out. Like we've got like
That's why I
the horror
miss
Winnie the
Simon
Pooh.
Pegg and Nick Frost doing stuff because they were doing that through the like mid 2000s, like
Yeah.
early 2000s. They were just doing parodies of like Shaun of the Dead was Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, exactly like that. Hot Fuzz was the stab at like cop films, the typical
but it
like
was
buddy
done
cop.
so well though.
Yeah.
Then the World's End went a bit weird. Like
But the
it was its own thing. Like it didn't rip on anything else. It just was its own thing.
it's just
Then
yeah,
just doing a fucking bar crawl.
it was just funny to add to it all.
The hardest bar crawl in the world, of whatever the hell it was.
Get to that World's End. But no,
I don't remember that movie too much because it was really weird.
all it was the setup. Wasn't the bar at the end that the at World's End bar was the setup, and it was like ran by the aliens or something like that. Or something stupid. It was something stupid. It was all ploy from the get go, or something stupid like that. And they've been.
They all like had this big epiphany at the end. It's like, it's like as they all do
But
in the
I was
movies.
gonna say, speaking of, technically both of these are parody films in sense. So the other one I had on my list was Weird, the Al Yankovic story. That was this year.
When
that was
come
good.
out? That was recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, a couple of months, like last month before.
Mm,
So that was another one. So this list was hard because there was a lot of movies. Like we had Doctor Strange come out. We had Thor: Love and Thunder. We had like Black Panther.
Different than yours.
Like there was a lot of movies that came out, but these ones here, these movies of so far, like these were really good films. Like I like the art style, the comedy. A lot of these, like all these are basically comedies. They're on my list.
Because as I said to you ages ago, months ago, Doctor Strange wasn't as good.
It's a good film, but it's just it's not like these. These things kind of hit. These things hit a little bit more. Like these hit a bell. Like that's where they feel a bit more.
A lot of Marvel has dropped off. It's crazy, like in
Marvel
quality
stuff's,
and
it's been here and there. Like I'll still watch them. I still like them, but it's not feeling anything kind of relatable. It's not really being relatable, but it's not being entertaining.
They're not like the original Phase 1 or 2.
They're not as entertaining. They're not like bringing me in.
Well, they're entertaining, but there's not
like Black Panther. Out of all them so far, Black Panther was entertaining technically to me.
Like Shang-Chi. That was the most entertaining for a while. Like
it didn't pull me enough to really like make my list. If that makes sense. But yeah, no, the Al Yankovic story was really good. It was, and the fact that it was like a parody biopic, like again because it's Weird Al, he likes parodies.
Crazy how he got in the music, like when it turned you through there, like it's just random.
Well, the whole thing was just parody of his own story.
He just wanted to make some fucked up songs, like that's it.
Basically, it is fairly close to what he wanted. Like there are some stuff that it's true.
Yeah, because he was involved with it.
But the whole thing is basically a parody. It's all mock. It's all mockumentary. And that's the whole essence of what he does because it's like meant to be his thing. But it was basically along the same lines where he wanted to get into music. He was shunned a little bit, and then he wanted to find his own thing. And then
because he wanted to do what no one else did, like
so there are some truth
to
there.
known songs, like
I mean,
that's what he wanted to do.
So I mean, and then this is my last movie on the list. Like I said, I'm going through the list all over the place. I don't know if this is on yours. It might be. But this one is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Ooh, good pick.
Yeah, so I don't know if it made your list or not, but
that's such a good movie.
That was a really good movie. Like I said, the list was hard. It was really hard, but honestly, because I'm a big Nick Cage fan. I love Nick Cage, and that just hit so many references, and it was just done so well, and just how he acted in that. Like we got a lot of old Nick Cage back, and then the modern Nick Cage, and we had a lot of references to how he was, and it was just such a good movie. And again, a parody comedy. Like it was a mock off of his life in a sense, and not exactly his life.
Comedy that was serious,
but it was done so well, and it was just great. It was just a parody of itself. So
it couldn't have been done without Pedro either. Like he made it
so well.
He made it go along so well as the crazed fan. Like he was so excited to meet him and shit.
Well, the parody of that was because Pedro had said because he was friends with the director, and basically the director of the film was what Pedro was playing.
He's actually a fan of Nick Cage.
Yeah, because so Pedro was basically playing an essence of the actual director, and he wanted to get a movie for Nicolas Cage to be in, and Nicolas even Cage liked that idea. He was like, "This is great," and he basically got to do almost whatever he wanted, kind of thing. And they just had the script, but he got him to be himself, and he got to just follow the concept, but he wanted him to be him, and it was the same kind of concept.
Because I don't think he really acted that much in it. It was just him himself.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He just wanted him to be him, to play himself. But like the joke is, he played Nick Cage, which is Nick with a K, not without the K, which is funny. That's the big joke. Like it's him, but in a different universe, kind of him. So it was still him, but not him, and it was kind of cool, like to play on that. Like the whole thing was a parody, but it was still himself basically.
Especially when he's sitting on the couch and he had talking to himself, like the younger self, like the
in the car and on the couch and all
or
that kind
something.
of
Like he
stuff.
was younger than that. I don't know what the
They
fuck
did
it
that
was,
pretty
but
good
like
too.
he's like Nicholas fucking Cage. Like he's just usually yelled his own name.
Mm.
I was
So-
like having the pep talk on the
Nick
couch or something.
fucking Key, like that whole joke, and that's like how he's like, like what's he goes? You're like, Nick fucking Key. I'm like, that's typical Nicolas Cage though. I'm like, fuck, that's so good. It was so good. That was
I
fucking
just
great.
can't believe that movie even. Like fuck's sake.
You bought that on
That's so, it
Steelbook,
was so good.
didn't you? Get the Steelbook for that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks so good, doesn't?
I bet you didn't even make your
Fucking
list, did it?
Why?
Did it make your list?
I thought it even came out.
You dickhead. Now
Hey,
I'm
what
curious.
Can I say?
Now I'm curious what you have on your list. I'm curious now.
Well, first one.
Oh, you did! I was gonna say you're holding me off there. Like you
and that was the
better.
Cage I was talking
You
about.
better fucking have it. I was gonna say if you didn't, I was gonna be like, you what? Because it was.
That was one of the first ones I fucking grabbed.
Oh, good. I was gonna say I'm sure he's gonna have this on his
Yeah,
list. Like number
variable.
one.
Wait, a massive talent.
It was so
was
good.
so
I am kind of
fucking
jealous
good.
that you got the Steelbook. More and more, I've been watching clips of it again. I'm like, it actually because what got me into it was like I remember watching it and watching clips of it again.
so
I'm like,
good.
it was actually good. Like I could watch a small clip
I
and
wanna
the whole
watch it
movie would start
again
flashing
to
in my head
pick
again.
up on other things.
Hmm.
Stuff that you miss on the first watch, like a Marvel movie. Like you do miss a lot because you're trying to pay attention.
Yeah. No,
But
it's so good.
that's it. We just talked about it, so
It's so good. Definitely, if you haven't watched it, fucking watch it. It's a really good movie. Really good fucking Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage movie. Like, it's pure Nick Cage.
Also, if you live in Australia, go to JB. They've got 30% off
I know, I need to get it. I actually need to
all
buy it.
movies.
I need to buy it, but I haven't had the money lately, so.
And you're going to be surprised at my list, actually.
I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious what you've got on your list.
Next, there's your no order.
Mm.
Spider-Man: No Way Home,
Yes, that was good.
and Strange on the Back.
That's why it was hard,
but-
because, like, that was a good movie, mind you.
That
That
was
was good.
The best Marvel one this year. Like,
But if you notice, mine were very comedy stuff, because those things really hit.
yes.
And like I said, it is. It's trying to find that fine
I mean,
line
that was
between
not a
what's good.
comedy.
I mean, it did have comedy parts, but it is a fine line, and it is really hard when you realize how many
Mm.
fucking movies came out, and how quickly that fucking Steelbook sold out.
I was up there for months.
No,
I told you.
pre, but when it actually got to release, it was
Yeah,
like,
that's why I get them early. Like, I got Black Adam pre-ordered since last month or
Mm.
this month. That sort looks fucking nice too. It comes out in
but I managed to get
3 weeks.
I did manage to get my Thor: Love and Thunder and my Doctor Strange Steelbooks.
Doctor Strange is still selling. Like,
Mate,
and I think Thor.
yeah, I got that one.
No one's bought them. Like,
Yeah, I did get that. No, it did arrive.
Mm.
It arrived late.
oh, that was that order, was it? That
Yeah,
fucked
when
you
I ordered
around
my
for,
Thor:
like,
Love and Thunder. So what
couple
happened was my
weeks.
Thor: Love and Thunder came from a local, which was like Capalaba or whatever it was, and then the Doctor Strange came up from like New South Wales or some shit. So it took
That's
ages to
fucking
come.
weird. But we all know what Thor. I mean, we all know what Spider-Man was about. He had all the fucking
That
three
was
Spider-Man.
good. That was good. Honestly, that was close to hitting.
And Doc Ock being good guy finally,
If it had top 6, I reckon it would have made it.
like he was meant to be in Spider-Man 2. He was good guy at the end of that, and
Yes.
he continued that there, kind of, and then he went good. Number 3, Sonic 2.
That was nearly on my list. I it
Sonic
was really
2 was
hard.
so good.
It was really. So what happened was I nearly had Sonic on my list, and it wasn't until I saw the Adam Project and I was like, oh fuck no, I need to change it because Sonic 2 was good. Like, and
Sonic
you got
2 was pretty
Steelbook.
good.
Look at all these Steelbooks you got, bruv. The fucking. It's good to see him again.
Hey,
It's good to see the Steelbooks.
and it like you get the cool ass artwork, like
Mm.
Jim Carrey in that. You got Knuckles on the back.
That was good. I can't wait for him to.
I mean, they look better without the slip. Maybe looks more.
more full. No, I do like that one with the slip on it actually because it gives it like the game border.
Yeah, 'cause you got the.
That actually looks a bit better.
Oh, I'm on the wrong way. You can't tell which way it's what because it looks like both the front case.
Yeah, they both look like they could be a front cover.
I think the inside art's just as good as well, actually. Oh no. I mean, it is.
The face-off kind of thing.
Yeah, that could have been the outside
But
as
no,
well.
that's
I wouldn't
alright.
have
At least
cared.
you got some steel books. Like, they're good to get.
I could jump on them as much as I can because
You
I mean,
got to.
I know they're not valuable. I mean,
It's sentimental value.
to me they are.
It's
Like,
sentimental.
but we all know what Sonic was. Like everyone fucking watched it. Everyone's loved it.
It was good. Like, that was good. Like I said, I reckon I would have had more films on this if it was a top 10. Like, I would have been able to put more on there, but it was top 5, and I was like, I don't want to make this
It's
list
hard
bigger.
to pick top 10. Fucking hell.
Like, I would
Maybe
been easy.
next year.
Yeah. Anyway.
Number 4, The Suicide Squad.
Yep. Not bad.
Because that movie was fucking good.
That was alright. I mean, it makes sense. You did have Peacemaker up on your list, so
Oh yeah.
it's going to make sense that should have been in there. That's a cool steelbook. I do hate that they got the text, though, at the back of it. The bottom,
whole-
like all the credits
All
on
the
the back of the
characters,
case.
like the ones that died as well. What text? Oh,
At the
that.
bottom, yeah, it's a bit...
Whoa.
It feels a bit like a very postery.
I think that's the whole point.
Maybe, yeah.
Which I mean, if you haven't watched that, it's fucking amazing.
So those that
James
are
Gunn just
listening, you're
goes
missing
ham.
out on all these cool steelbooks Jim's got, so you should check out the, yeah. Check out the video. Number 5.
Can you have a guess at what number 5 is?
Oh, it's going to be a steelbook. So what steelbooks have you bought this year?
Shit ton.
Fuck, what came out this year that you've bought steelbooks for?
A shit
It won't
ton, you
be Thor. It won't be Thor. Won't be Doctor Strange.
This one's a
Fuck.
recent one.
Can't be Black Adam because it's not out yet.
Got a little dent in it though. I'm kind of pissed about
Oh, it's fucking fuck. I forgot now. Do you know why? Because a lot of things came with dents. Anyway, just fucking go
it.
with
Yeah,
it.
it's not fucking Morbius.
Fucking how many things came with dents? Fuck me.
This is like a little tiny little fucking dunk.
Anyway, what? Go on. Just I can't remember. Kind of can't. Is it fucking?
I'll give you the back.
Oh, that's fucking Bullet Train, isn't it?
Bullet Train.
Yeah, I see. I haven't
have you
seen
seen
that.
that yet?
No. I reckon.
There's that
I
little
reckon if I
dent, like,
watched it,
Right there.
yeah, that's it.
You can't really tell.
It's like I just forgot. It's right where the knife points.
Oh, that's weird.
It's
What
like
the
right where
fuck?
the knife. Did someone stab it with a knife?
I don't know.
But yeah, no. See, I haven't watched it. I reckon from the trailers and the clips I've seen, it does look like a good movie. I do think if I did watch it,
man.
if I did watch it, I reckon it might have been on my list, but I didn't watch it, so
Let's just say, it's a comedy, a thriller, and an action all in one
yeah,
with Brad Pitt.
yeah, yeah. It's fun.
And
He has fun in
other
that movie. I do know.
things.
Like he had a fucking blast with that film.
There's a lot of actors you'd be like, oh, like
I
the
know.
dude who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
Mhm.
He's in there. I don't remember his name. Had Quicksilver from
Mhm.
Avengers and that. Had him in there. Like he was a bad guy. He was just going ham. I'm like, I recognize that guy. I don't know what he's from because he's way different. He's way fucking different.
I know he's
But,
changed a lot, hasn't he?
yeah.
Like
That's my 5. Like I couldn't
bad.
pick. I was like,
it does get hard. Weirdly
I prefer
enough,
those over Thor and.
weirdly
Doctor
enough,
Strange,
it's weird
'cause-
that you own all those and all of my favorite films I don't own. Because Adam Project is streaming, you can't buy. Spirited is streaming, you can't buy. Clerks 3 isn't like physical yet. Weird Owl was streaming as well, and The Unbearable Weight of
not
Mass
out
Talent
yet.
like was streaming as well. I watched them on. They're all on streaming. I watched everything on streaming, but I do want to buy like pretty much all these. I'll buy. Like I
Yeah.
would buy all these 5. The ones that you got, I do want to
Right.
buy as well. Like I do want to watch Bullet Train, so I should buy it because it's a good
Bullet
film.
Train's so good.
So it looks
That's
good.
about 2 hours, I think.
It's a decent length. Does look good.
I was keen for ages for it, just because the trailer looks so fucking good.
Like
I
I saw that.
That can't be the whole movie.
I like
And it just goes.
yeah. Like there was that one fight scene I watched where like he's like there's the
As,
chick that stabs him with the poison. It's like stab, and he's like rip stab,
Oh,
and then gets the and takes the and like stabs the antidote into himself, and then she's like, oh, and in the same instance of the stab, she's already foaming at her mouth and collapses. I'm
yeah,
like,
because you feel like it's got 30 seconds,
the
I think, or
pacing,
something.
the pacing is just so good. Like, douche, 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 douche. Like, sequence,
Yeah,
sequence,
because
sequence,
it was an
done.
actual fight, like
Yeah, but like it's sequenced right. It's sequence, sequence,
because the
sequence.
snake
Or
fucking bit him.
mm,
As well,
it's like action, 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 consequence. Like it all pace. Action, action,
yeah,
action, consequence.
'cause
And it didn't just
it's on a
happen.
fucking train. Like you can't really slow it down.
Mm. But like with most films, sometimes you'll have action. It'll be like dialogue, action, action, dialogue, action, dialogue, action, action, sequence. But this is action, 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 like sequence. Like it's all paced. It'll be like dialogue, action, action, action,
That's to say,
sequence.
that's 70% action.
Like it happens properly how it needs to. There's no, like from what I've seen, it's just yeah.
All between the few people.
He just wanted to have a train ride.
It no, the
I know.
story's way more complex than that. Like I watched and it's like, what the fuck is happening?
It's crazy. Like it's just yeah.
Because it goes from you got
I
one
really
little
wanna watch
mission, then it goes to thunk, 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 thunk. There's like a whole fucking train is like thing. Then it's like someone outside the train runs in. It's like,
It just gets more and more. Yeah, that's what everyone said. It's crazy.
he's just like, how many fucking people? I was like, what the fuck?
All right, we're getting on to this episode. I think we're gonna have to get on because this list is getting the big list now. They're games.
Yeah, this is the big one. I'll go this first. This one, don't I?
Hey.
I'll go first for this one, don't
Yeah,
I?
you can. You can if you want.
Yeah, this is our top 10 games that we've played, not top 10 that are good. Like
This is
that
what we
think
played.
are good.
Yeah. Any particular
Just want
order
to
for yours?
clarify because
Or
someone might try and twist it.
you got any particular
As
order
we
for
know.
yours, or are yours just all over the place?
Mine is random.
Mhm.
I couldn't really order it, and I could, but it's a bit disrespectful. To
I
put
kind
it
of
at
ordered
number
mine,
10.
but
Oh, yeah, I didn't order mine. But first, Horizon
oh, yep, that's a good
Forbidden
steelbook.
West, which is I was trying to get it out, but
Yeah.
there it is. Looks
Yep.
just like that anyway. So
Yep.
but yeah, Horizon was
I
so
can guess what
fucking good.
number second is. Number second.
Why did you see it when I moved it? Did you?
No, I'm guessing it's God of War.
Close.
Oh, the second one isn't God of War. Saints Row. I reckon
Saints
though.
Row!
I reckon though on your top. I reckon God of War would be your top for the year, wouldn't it though?
I think so.
Yeah, because I was like, you really
Yeah.
enjoyed God of War. I'd say if you would actually
It
have a
had to-
number one, it would be God of
It
War.
has to be God of War.
Yeah. But like
yeah,
I said, for
Saints
him, this is
Row,
no particular order. He's got Saints Row.
I enjoyed it. Almost platinumed it. The game bugged, so that's why I haven't. Which is kind of annoying. No, I do not.
We had someone new
I do
sneak
not.
into the podcast.
Pardon?
We said we have now had someone new sneak in on the podcast. We've had your
There's always one, right?
we've had your dad a couple of times. At one time where he was
And
half
My
naked,
brother.
and then we've had your brother poke in a few times.
Yeah.
Still funny that one time.
This one's not a steelbook
Not a steelbook.
because I couldn't
Don't
get
derail
one yet
us.
for it. But number 3, Callisto,
Yep.
which people were bagging on, but I fucking enjoy it. It is a good fucking game.
Mm.
It's not like Dead Space, which is good. Like it's not at
Well,
all.
I was gonna say though. Remember how? I'm sure I read somewhere about it, but remember how Ed was talking about the controls and stuff, and the reloading and everything was a pain in the ass and stuff. Do you know what the funny thing is? Yeah, it got patched. I was gonna say they patched it.
He told me that, and the next day it was patched.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, because people had similar feedbacks. A lot of people had reported it.
I mean, it wasn't bad because I was playing it with pre-patch, and I was on the hardest difficulty, and I was having fun with it.
So
Like,
I don't know if he knows it's been patched or not, but
I did tell him.
oh, you did tell him. What did he say? Like, God damn it, or
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
didn't
fucking
say
know
anything?
anymore.
Just
I
didn't
don't know
say
what he
anything.
said.
Just like
It was
okay.
ages ago.
That was funny. I did.
But yeah, like Callisto, I do recommend it. It is fucking good.
I will look. I will look at it at some point down the track.
I don't expect a Dead Space game because it's not.
No.
It's a predecessor. Like it's not Dead Space.
It's like a clone. It's a clone, but not. Like
No.
It's,
It's not even a clone, really. It's its own. It's more
thing.
melee focus for a
Yeah.
start. Like it's melee combat over guns or anything, and it's more linear than what Dead Space is. Was it number 4? Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't derail this. Don't have.
Uh-huh.
We don't derail this.
Number 4, Dying
Ooh.
Light 2.
Yep.
Which, by the way,
Pretty cool.
but yeah, Dying Light. Yeah, that's the
Sub-Zero and
front. 'Cause
Scorpion.
it opens that way. Although, which way is the front? That's not that. Where do they put a sticker on it? Right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dying Light 2, I'm ashamed to say, it came out start of the year. I haven't played it since.
Yeah, because I remember you played a little bit of it, and you were
Too
telling me
many
about
games
it.
come out as Callisto, Saints Row, Horizon, fucking all
Well,
these.
like I said, when I was looking at the list, how hard it was to make the list, and the games I didn't buy, and the games I did buy, I didn't have played yet.
I mean, that's still installed the whole time. I
Actually,
just
you know when I was
haven't.
looking at the list, remember how, actually, this is going to derail for a second here. Remember we were making the joke about Crossfire X? That came to,
Yeah.
like, Game Pass, like, what, mid-year, wasn't it? Because it wasn't at the start of the year, was it?
Yeah.
Like, it got released.
About May or something?
It released earlier than that. It released, like, February, March. For Xbox.
So around
and
the
then
time Horizon did, and
yeah.
Elden Ring and that.
And then they put it to Game Pass, like, a couple of months later.
Damn. No, I launched on Game Pass.
Like, it was weird.
I think because
It's weird,
Lance
not
and that
gonna-
were playing it.
So, anyway, don't want to derail it anymore with trash.
What's this? Number 5. We have. You might have picked this one. Sifu.
Yeah, Sifu. Again, I haven't played it, which unfortunately, which I do.
I think the steelbook's the same as that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh no,
man.
that's the
I
old
said
man.
there's a lot of games that I haven't played, which would have made my list, which is I'm surprised I haven't played.
Well,
Because
that's
there's,
getting
like,
an Xbox and PC release soon. Next year, early next year, I think.
yeah, something like that.
But yeah, that's a nice little action, side-scrolling, third-person, like
I want-
fucking good. It's got some good combat. They did put difficulty settings in there now, and they patched it to where it's now
More replayability.
everyone can play it. Or everyone can play it because before it was hard, like it was actually like Ninja Gaiden hard
Yep.
and stuff like that. But yeah, now they fixed it, kind of like Callisto on that. Like they just
Yep.
had to nerf it a little bit. But yeah, Sifu is good. Like that was that's the thing about these games. They can give you this full fucking collection. Like this was only like $70.
Something like
Then
that.
you get a full fucking book as well. Like
Yeah. Like my Goat
and
Sim.
postcards.
Paid like
Hey.
$100 for Goat Sim.
Yeah, and you get way more than you would with a AAA game. Like
Yeah, half these things now they're just stingy.
I can't get that back in there.
Anyway,
Look, it's actually a hardcover book, pretty much.
was
I'll
that
fix that
5?
later.
Was that 4, 5, 5?
I'll fix that later.
We always
that was
derail. I don't want
5.
to derail, but we always derail.
No, yeah,
It
okay.
happens. We can't not derail. Like we're not a train. We're like a 4x4.
6. Gotham Knights.
Hey,
Should do all that now.
that's pretty good. Batman.
And then you just got nah.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman sim.
He's on the bottom of the case.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know he was a puddle.
He's a puddle.
But yeah, that
He's
is
a puddle.
worth- Batman, literally a puddle.
Are they trying to say street water?
That was a good fucking game. I did platinum it, of course. I platinumed a lot of these games actually.
Yeah.
Well, only Horizon and Sifu. Oh, and that one, and nearly that one, and that one. Yeah, I'm not saying the other ones yet. But yeah, like Gotham Knights. Better with friends. I played solo.
How many games was that? Have you gotten through all your games?
6.
6. Oh, I was gonna say. Just how you were, just for like how you were saying like those were it's like wait, have you got more? Or do you wanna? Yeah, yeah, God of War.
Ragnarok. The steelbook's still in there.
You got that twice, so
3 times.
3 times. Actually, yeah, 3 times because they're
Collector's
They're both
down
digital,
there.
they're
You
both
got
digital,
The only
they're
there and I got physical.
mm,
Because I wanted a fucking disc for the steelbook.
mm.
So Santa Monica, I mean, yeah,
Come on, bro, pick your game up.
Oh, yeah, God of War. Everyone knows what it is.
Yeah.
Good fucking game.
Good game.
Why personal game of the year? The next one game of the year. Had been my top 10 because I fucking platinum the damn thing.
Mm.
Like I fucking loved it. But Elden Ring, look at that though.
That's a cool steelbook.
It continues around the back.
Mm.
Like, look at that.
It's pretty cool. No,
Then you got the actual
it's
thing
a
on there.
well-deserved game of the year. Like it got a good feedback across the board.
Oh yeah.
It brought a lot of new players into the
Some people still
Souls.
hate it though because it's a Souls game, but
Yeah,
they just suck at
it brought a lot of people,
things.
new people into the Souls franchise,
They
which
just
is
don't know
good.
how to play them. I should say they don't suck. But
Personally,
they don't,
like I've played them, but I'm not a big fan of them. It's not the genre. I'm not a big like. I like the concept, but I don't like. It's RPGs. I'm not always drawn
they
in
don't
with
hold your hand
RPGs.
either. Like
No, and I'm always very hard with RPGs because it's just like they got to really keep me interactive with the RPG aspect of things. 'Cause you
oh,
gotta
that does.
So
That
sometimes it
does.
paces out and I just get bored and I'm like,
Like if you're new to Souls games, that's a good way to start.
I think that's what I'm trying to go for, was to try and get people
Well,
introduced.
not necessarily that, but it's more open world. Like
Mm.
it's literally open world. The other one's semi-open world,
Yeah.
which means you're still limited to certain paths. But this you can start northeast, southwest. Anywhere you fucking want. You know, if you don't want to fight, you run back and go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Then just level up. Then go back, get some good gear, go back, smash them, continue on. But I think this might be one of yours too,
Mm.
if I can pick it up. Modern Warfare 2. Got some COD, got some Ghost.
Yeah,
Which-
that's on my list.
With no disc, because it's in the normal case. I just thought you had that because we fucking love this Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, it's the best COD I've played in like a decade. No, that's a lie. I did like Black Ops 3. And Infinite Warfare is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, remember when Infinite Warfare got all the shit for it, but yet I'm seeing people go back to it and they're actually loving it. I was like, it's a shame you gave it shit and didn't play it. It's a shame you gave it all this shit but didn't play it, and here I am. I played it, I liked it, and yet no one played it, so I couldn't even play online. Or I could, but then it just slowly just died off.
Mm.
The campaign was so good. So good. And number 10, I haven't got a physical copy yet, but it was a little cat game called Stray.
Yes. It does look good.
It was good.
That's why my list got pretty hard because, like I said, I didn't surprisingly play that many new games this year.
There's a lot of new games, and you played
Technically, one of my
many.
games on the list technically came out last year, but
Ooh.
it was only limited platforms, and the majority came to everywhere else this year. So
Fall Guys?
no. So it was Road 96.
I have no idea what that is.
So yeah, it was a multiple choice game, and you experienced different characters, and you had to travel to Escape Road 96. It was like over several days, the game was played, kind of thing,
Ooh.
like different days or something. But yeah, no, it was a good game. I streamed it. I streamed a bit of it, and I put it up on YouTube. It was a fun game. Like the concept was great. Everything was great, but it was hard because surprisingly, like I said, I didn't get it till it was on like when it got released for everything else. It came like I think it came out early. Like I said, it was early limited last year. That's why I was confused by it. But then it was like it hit every other platform, like PlayStation and Switch and everything, like this year.
The hard part, isn't it? Like things get like Seafood. That's going to come out next year for Xbox and that. But
So that's why it was
do you
hard.
count that for next year, or did you count this year for Seafood? Like,
And that's the hard part because like I think if it was majority released, I personally feel like if it was majority released for all the platforms, that's its official date personally. So even if it goes okay, if it's like a PlayStation,
yeah,
but
last year was the official date. Then it came there for the.
it's like personally, if it's like a PlayStation game, but then therefore it hit PS4, PS5, and PC, like it's only exclusive to that. So majority hits that. But if it's a game that's going to come on thing, but it was personally like Seafood that hit PS4, PS5, and PC, I still see that as official because it's only
I think it was on Epic.
an
as
Epic.
well.
Yeah, so that's more official because it had more titles on release. So next year it'll only be like Xbox. Well, that's just
No, still,
Xbox.
the official release date is when it first launched. Like
Yeah.
any game, when it first. Because people say Grounded was new this year. It's like, no.
It came out ages ago. You could play that for ages.
It was early access
It's,
since what,
it's only its full
2019,
release.
2020?
Yeah, I still see that as like because it hit everything last year, or whatever it was, 2020.
Year before.
It was on already on everything. It was on PC. It was on Xbox. It was on the things it was on.
It was just early access. Like, early
It was in
access
early
still
access,
counts.
so that still counts because it was on its majority platforms. So that's why I see.
We already did all we could. Now we just don't give a shit because we already did everything.
Exactly.
I mean,
so,
now we've just about finished it though. Like,
And
That couldn't make my list though because it came out like 2 years ago.
exactly, it'd already been out.
Same as Rocket League. That went free to play. Was it this year?
Was that?
Rocket League hit free to play this year, but you can't count that.
Because it's been out for a while.
Yeah, for like 6 years.
Something like that, yeah.
7 years now, actually.
So that's why it was tricky. So that's why that Road 96 made my list, because technically majority was released this year. So that's why I saw it was this year release. Because it's like early access, I guess. But it was only, I think it was only for PC
No.
last year for Road 96, and that was it.
Oh yeah.
And then
Would've been
it hit
early access.
PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series S and X. Like it hit that this year.
I
So
mean,
that's majority. So I feel like it's more
technically
this.
it didn't already release though. That's the. That's fucking weird.
So that's why I felt maybe
I
that
think
because
next year it might just be the year it released. You count the year it came out.
So I know that's why it was hard. So that's why I checked that one on my list, and it was kind of like at the bottom there because it was just like, it was in a grey area because it was hard because this was a hard list. Like I've been playing games, but it's been basically Fallout, Overwatch. Like Overwatch 2 doesn't count. That's just Overwatch. I don't care they've renamed it number 2. It's still the same game.
Really.
It's number 1 that came out. It's no difference. They just put a 2 on it. Made it
People
free to play.
call Ragnarok DLC. Overwatch 2 is literal DLC.
So I mean, and like Rocket League, like that's still a game that's been like everything I've been playing games that have already been out. They've just updated. Like that doesn't count. So, you know, it was really tricky because surprisingly I haven't played that much new things. So, my list basically, I mean, for me, technically my spec bang.
GTA 4, that definitely doesn't count.
No. So I mean, I guess it's no order. I'm just gonna go through this in no order. So I've got on my list Ghostbusters: Spirits Unleashed. That was actually a good game though, and I've only played that for a couple of hours, but that was pretty fun. Honestly, that's actually a really fun game. Another one that I only played a little bit of was Tiny Tina's Wonderland. That was pretty good, so that made my list. Again, like I said,
played that yesterday.
So like I said, it's hard because like I said, I've barely bought any new games this year, or you know,
which we shouldn't have to. We should play Tiny Tina's. To be fair,
we need to. We can because you can cross play it. We've been saying
play for everything.
we need to start from scratch again and play together.
I think so because I was trying to play not yesterday, the day before, and I was trying to remember the controls. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, how do I do my?
You've got on PlayStation, don't you?
Yeah, but we can play in Discord.
Because we got Discord. I think that was the biggest issue, is because when we got it, Discord hadn't been implemented yet.
On Xbox.
Yeah, and that's I think was what was holding us back.
I think it's game chat though. So.
No, I don't know if it works properly. It's weird.
Game chat in the game is bad.
And they can be so janky, especially when you're across platforms as well. It's so...
Especially when you got Discord now. Discord's the best for everything.
So I think we should look at that. So derailing, but yeah, we'll look at playing that at some point for sure. I'm gonna start from scratch.
So I just thought I'd mention it just because it's a fucking good game. Like
from what I played, was good. I had fun, but I definitely want to play with friends. Like get other people involved. Should tell Eddie to get it.
Have you already got it?
I don't know. I should tell him to get it. Get on PlayStation or Xbox. I think he's only got PlayStation now. I should get on PlayStation.
Get on
PlayStation. I don't know if he's watching still. He said he popped in, but I don't know. He didn't chat. He popped in. He said he joined when he said when he joined, the bot joined. I was like, okay, and you're not gonna say anything in the chat, bro? Like, bro, like fuck. I got surprisingly this came out early this year. It was Aperture Desk Job. Aperture Desk Job. So it was made by Valve. It's set in the Portal like Half-Life universe.
Oh.
So that was a fun little game. That was a fun little like. It's only a half an hour game.
It's a Valve made thing.
Yeah, it's only a half an hour game. It's really fun on Steam. So.
I was about to say half an hour.
Yeah, it's only a 30-minute game. It's really quick.
Please say it was free.
Yes.
You couldn't charge for a half an hour game.
No.
Fuck, it would have been like
you still
$1.50
get your
or
achievements,
something.
so that's alright. So it's not bad. Free achievement. Free
Epic,
Steam.
what are you doing? Put some achievements on your fucking games.
They do though.
Do they though?
Yeah. It's just,
like actual Steam in that?
Yeah, you just can't. It's hard to find them. It's hard to switch over to the achievements.
Then that's pointless because
like they're there. They ping all the time, and I keep forgetting when I'm playing games. It goes bing, and it's like, oh fuck, and it scares because of a weird noise I'm not used to, and it's just like, okay.
Oh, see, it just goes bloop, down the bottom right.
Yeah, he gets this little ding, ding, and it's like, oh, okay, a little bit extra. Like it has to be extra.
I was just saying the trophies from PlayStation are the best. Just a ding, just a pop.
No, this has to be extra with Epic. It's this whole fucking sequence. I've also got...
Yeah, to give you a fucking heart attack.
Yeah. I've also got Saints Row on my list as well. I mean, I had to. That was a good game.
We're in the minority there, though. Fucking hell.
That was actually good. Like, yeah, I had some weird moments, but it was actually like, yeah, okay, my game was limited with what I played, but like, yeah, it was actually fun. Like, I'm actually gonna check it out. It was fun.
Yeah, it was actually enjoyable. We grew up with these games. Like,
Yeah.
no matter, we grew up
The
with some
concept,
shit
the
games.
aspect, the sandbox, the concept
That
running
was
around
not
GTA.
shit. It was
Like,
shit in the sense that trophies bugged and I couldn't get
trophies
it.
were bugged. Okay, there was some lacky moments where it was
Sometimes your
missing some
achievement
stuff.
will
And
be
it was a bit,
bugged too about getting the five or six.
something like that.
There's that they're in the game once, and you have to kill them all to get the achievement or trophy. I did that and didn't pop. It stuck at 5 out of 6. I asked them if they'd patch it, and they said yes, and they still haven't. After like three patches,
Had the patch properly. Yeah.
they're gonna restart the game and do it. Maybe.
I got Modern Warfare 2 on there, of course, because that's been good. Story's been good. I've still got to finish it, but the story's good. Everything's good. People have been complaining about it. Someone's posted something. I'm just like, the fuck? I don't know.
It feels like it feels like a Black Ops game and a Modern Warfare. Just like the multiplayer feels like a.
I don't know
old
why
Modern
people
Warfare
need to
2
bitch about
plus
it. Like,
Black
this has
Ops.
been pretty good. Like, the Modern Warfare series is really like the last ones in between have been very questionable with the other Call of Duty games, but the
there's
Modern
not
Warfare
one
ones have been good.
Bad Modern Warfare, like it's all good.
The 1 and 2, these ones have been good. Like, the campaign was good for the first one. This has been good for the second one. Multiplayer's been pretty solid. Like,
That one's more diverse, thank fuck. I mean, you get the cool night missions as well, like the goggles and.
there's a lot more in this.
It
Which
feels
is
so
great.
real, doesn't
They
it?
definitely
Like,
took it. They actually were like, people wanted this, so we're gonna
it
do it.
starts off with it.
And
Like,
there's so
fuck.
much of it, so much of it, and they have those moments. Like, there's that hostage situation you're gonna deal with when you're going through Amsterdam, which felt like it felt like
I
that.
died there.
But it felt like those moments, but like in daylight. Like I like how the game had more of those stealthy moments where you had they're very scripted moments, but like it still felt
You put
very
the guy on the
immersive and
bench,
it was fun.
stoosh.
And
Just taking a nap.
yeah, it was crazy.
Did you die though when the people come running around the corner? Because
So
I was
many-
on veteran and I got fucking shit lit up. straight
So
up.
many fucking times they kept shooting me. I was getting mad. I was like, you fucking.
You have to hide behind like a hot dog stand or something. And just
One
fucking...
one of the plays I was bad. I kept hiding behind everyone, so everyone kept dying around me. So I got all the civilians killed by the terrorists or whatever. I was like, oh, and then I died, and I was like, yep.
Bruh.
Also I got Poppy's Playtime Chapter 2, because that was actually pretty fun for a horror game. That was
Ooh.
I can't wait for Chapter 3. They were great. That's actually a pretty good like indie game. So that made my
Right?
list.
I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
They're
I
pretty
watched
good.
Markiplier not play it.
It's pretty good. And Jacksepticeye made a little appearance in Chapter 2.
Expedicy.
Yes, Jacksepticeye.
Oh, he actually in the
yeah.
in the game.
Yeah. He's got
Is
a
that
little...
because he played the first part and
I guess
fucking
so,
loved it?
and then yeah, something was about it, and they got him to film some stuff for this,
Oof.
and he got to pee in it, so he's part
I
of
have to
it.
check that out then on
Plays a
YouTube or
character. I
something.
can't remember the character, but he's an Irish character, and yeah, pretty cool.
It was himself, wasn't it?
So no, it was someone else, but he really puts on his Irish accent, so it's pretty funny.
So he exaggerated his accent.
Yeah,
Because he's thinking he doesn't really talk with an Irish accent. Like he does, but it's not as Irish as.
like your typical Irish.
Yeah, you typical. You can't understand him like the pikeys and.
Like he can talk like that, but he can speak like really good English. Like,
Yeah.
we can actually understand him.
He can speak.
It's more Welsh Irish, isn't it? Kind of thing, like the.
I think.
It's more
Gaelic.
Yeah, Gaelic. It's like that.
Fuck. No, Gaelic you can't understand.
Yeah, that's like full on. Like, is it more Scottish? Though? Isn't Gaelic more Scottish? It's Welsh.
No, that's
Gaelic's
like speaking Spanish and that. Like we can't understand it. I don't think.
Well, speaking of something that you can't understand, Duff Romantic. Do you remember me playing that weird little game, Duff Romantic, where I had to place the tiles with the little villages and roads and the rivers and all that kind of stuff? And yeah,
Start of the year or mid year?
yeah, it was like mid-year, I guess it was. I played that a few
think.
times on stream and stuff. I think you've seen me play it a few times. And you had to like rotate and place the little villages in the trees and like the land. And you had to, yeah, that puzzle game.
I played it for a few days.
Oh, I've played that heaps, so that's made it on my list, of course.
Well,
'cause
on stream for a few days.
yeah, because that was a fun game. I enjoyed that game. It's nice and relaxing and just fun to
Relaxing.
play. One dude I found on Twitch though, he'd been playing for like days, and his map was huge. I'm like,
He had
how
this
the
massive,
fuck?
like, All these
Like,
trains going around.
I was like, how the fuck did you manage to keep that? I was like, fuck me. And he'd been going for days and days and days. I'm like,
I
I
think
can
he's
barely get
played
this.
another version of that way before though,
Oh,
and
I
he
was
just
like,
knew
he
what to
knew.
do.
He knew what he was doing. Yeah, well, they had the demo out for ages, and you could try everything beforehand. But it was very limited. But it was
Yeah.
free to play, and you could, like, still get stuff. But, yeah, it was very limited. It's fucking wild. But then I'm guessing you might guess the last 2 games that are on my list.
Goat Sim?
Yeah, Goat Sim.
I would have, but that game pissed me off and I uninstalled it before
But
I
again,
really
like I
finished
said, there
it.
wasn't many games that were this year that I played. Like, there's games here that I played, like, fucking... Oh, I mean, Hot Wheels was this year, but...
Hot Wheels is this year?
Was it this year? Actually, was it this year or last year?
Let me look. Was
No,
it this year?
Was it this year or last year? Last year?
Hot Wheels Unleashed.
I don't know. Was
Hot
it? I just
Wheels.
realized. No, it was last year, wasn't it?
Hot Wheels Unleashed came out
Last year.
2021.
Last year.
Yeah.
End of last year.
That's a 9 out of 10, man. Fuck.
But like, I kept playing that this year. I've been playing like.
Yeah, because I looked at that and went,
Far Cry.
Hot Wheels. I went, no. I took a gamble.
Borderlands I pulled out that I was gonna play. So those games, like, I'd been going back and playing other games and stuff and spending all the time. So that's what I mean. But then, I mean, you can guess what my last game was. Can you guess what my last game is? Can you guess? You got Goat Sim, because Goat Sim was great. I enjoyed it. 1 game left.
Yeah, I went for
1 game left on my list.
Forza Horizon 5. Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't even know.
You can't even think right now.
I can't think of it. What? Can you give me a hint?
Yeah. You know, you gotta do it.
Ah,
Just shoot him. Just shoot him. He's a
yeah,
bitch.
High on Life. I was gonna put that on there, but
Everyone's watching. Ali just jumped in the chat going, we are all watching from out the front, lol. How long are you watching for? Because we've nearly wrapped this up. You're late.
that's hilarious.
I've been going for like an hour. We're going for an hour and a half nearly.
That is hilarious, though.
Oh,
but High on Life. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, High on Life, bruv. High on Life. I wish I could just pull out a physical copy right now and be like, High on Life.
I mean, you can next year on PS5.
I'm buying it. I'm buying it as soon as it comes out. I'm buying it. Fucking buying it,
Did the
man.
Ascent come out this year? I can't remember. But
Yeah, I'll be back out shortly. We're just about to
everyone's
wrap it
missing
up.
Daz.
I got the little, look at the little pickle.
Little pickle
Oh yeah,
with
dude, I
mustache.
just should show you though. I got a Fortnite character in my Kinder.
Is that the Santa Man? Or the...
Okay. That's where he is now.
Is he on the mic? Bruh. Bruh. Fucking hell.
He's just there now.
You guess you'll keep it there now.
He's just there now. I was like, the first thing I did when I opened this, my brain was just like, I got a Fortnite character in my Kinder. Oh, fucking hell.
It's actually the it's Christmas guy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Nutcracker.
Oh, that's what he is. I don't
That's
know.
what reminded
his
me of the Nutcracker from Fortnite.
name. Just got a nutcracker.
Like fucking, it looked like an earring.
It does look like a ring, but then you got the ring underneath.
Yeah, it's like the wrong.
Uh,
Oh, fuck, it's just there now.
yeah, but High on Life, like, how good is that?
High on
game?
Life
Fuck,
is so
we did
fucking
speak
good.
about it earlier. I forgot
I
about that.
rewatched that clip because I'd, of course, already done it, but I
clip.
watched that clip where if you use Gus and how he spots it, he's like, oh my guys,
Yeah.
my Doopy and Snoopy and Snoopy, and like, I thought it was
changes the
Snoopy.
name like 3
it's
times.
Snoopy, and then it's just like, yeah, I was like, wow.
Gus picks up on that though.
It's
Like,
like, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. You shoot me, like, oh, why the fuck you going to? Oh god.
he's like,
dies.
bruh, you kept forgetting the kid's fucking name.
But it makes sense though why, like, the whole time when you're doing that, when you complete that, Gus butts in, he goes, oh, I never like, it's kind of funny because it's meant to be his interaction. So, I'm kind of curious what
Because
other
I was
guns...
using Gus. I think I had that. I just didn't pick up on it. I didn't shoot him.
Well, actually, there's one thing I noticed in my thumbnails that I've caught myself out, which I realized that they themselves are stuffed up on, because I didn't realize until I was going through my thumbnails and realized when you unlock what's her name again? Fuck, what's her name? That gun.
Squeezy.
Squeezy.
Sweezy.
Sweezy.
Sweezy?
So when you
Oh,
unlock
fucking hell.
her, that's when you
Sweezy.
you take out Douglas. You defeat Douglas
Yeah.
and you get Sweezy.
Yeah.
But in my thumbnails, when I was looking back over my thumbnails,
Oh no.
you like in the picture. So I don't know whether this was from the trailer or whatever it was, but this was a promo image that I got it from. Because when I was editing, I just realized when looking at the thumbnail, Sweezy is in the screen on the gun shooting. What's his name? Drill Boy, fucking Krugus?
That's where you get Gus from.
Yeah. But in the
Drill
thumbnail,
boy. Is that who you get Gus from?
Krubus?
Krubus.
Krubus, yeah, Krubus. So yeah, so
Krubus.
in the thumbnail, this is an official. So this is an official
that-
wallpaper from a promotion. This
Wallpaper.
Is wallpaper. This is the official promotion that fucking they're holding Sweezy, which is shooting Krubus, but you don't get Sweezy until you've defeated Douglas.
No, I think.
I was like,
remember, you can pick who you want to go for first.
so maybe true. So maybe that. But I thought it wasn't unlocked yet. Was he unlocked at that time?
Maybe I think you could do Krubus or the other guy.
So that's interesting then. So when you think about that
Oh,
imagine doing that because you get Gus from Krubus. So imagine then if you did that then, if you did so that's what I'm getting at. So the game has that much options that if you did Douglas first, you wouldn't even known about the dialogue because you wouldn't have had Gus. So there were no hints, no nuts, no. Why
he
does
just wants
this?
to stay there.
He doesn't want to fucking leave. I can feel
He
him.
could you literally get?
Yeah, no, actually, no, you are
it
right.
goes
So they
Gus,
are at the same time, yeah, because the first boss you fight first, and then you get
Gus,
two
Sweezy,
options.
Creature. Let's do it. Like you
Yeah,
get
no,
from
you
one
are right.
boss,
So you
one
do
boss,
get to
one
choose. No,
boss,
I just
one
remember
boss.
that. You do get to choose. So correct myself, you do get to choose. But the fact being there is if you go for Douglas first, you don't have the extra dialogue at all. So you don't even get that chance of dialogue.
Yeah, like
But then if you go the other way around like I did, see, I've been
I mean,
doing
you would
one for
definitely
one.
get the dialogue, but you wouldn't know to shoot him.
Well, you wouldn't have Gus.
No, but you still get the dialogue from.
Yeah. You get the
Dr.
dialogue, but
Droopy.
Gus doesn't. You won't get the hints from
It'd be
Gus.
up to you to figure it out, though, not actual Gus.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Which
But
is
you got to
interesting.
pay attention to the names, which I didn't. Like,
I didn't either.
I just kept saying the right name, like, or more kids, like.
Yeah, Soupy, Droopy, Noopy, Flippy, Poopy, Poopy, Doopy. And then I saw the thing too, though, going on with that though, like the the fight sequence where you have like
Suit.
the Douglas's suit, and he's like initiating threat mode, and it's like all this stuff, and it's just like it's like.
It zips around everywhere, and it's interesting how the suit can actually move by itself, though. Like he's actually programmed it to be in threat mode.
And then
If he dies,
some guys that just fall
because
over and break their
he
head.
just goes plop straight in there, like he just falls in.
And I say, then you
How
have
does he
some.
get from the pipe to the suit?
He just gets sucked through because it's just a.
Yeah, but like he just falls in threat mode, like
Yeah, it just plops in. It's like registered that he's in there, but it's not like active.
because
That's
he's
weird.
dead. I guess I don't even know how it works.
Something like that, but anyway.
But like it is cool how you got, and also you're not up to that part. I can't.
No,
say.
I gotta keep playing. I know there's more, so
Yeah, you have to keep playing.
may have spoiled some things for people that haven't played it. But...
Early game, but they're not really spoilers.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck,
you
it's nearly 10
get
o'clock.
Swoozy at some point. I don't know exactly when.
But anyway.
Ooh.
But yes, what a year, man! Fucking.
What a fucking year!
That's our
good
fucking
good
list
for
for
games,
the year.
good for movies, good for TV,
I know.
good for us.
Yep. Yeah, another
Good
year.
for everything else too. Hopefully, it was good for you guys. Goat Sim, I got Goat Sim right there.
Goat Sim.
Goat Sim,
Goat Sim.
somewhere there.
Get out, Pilgore.
Pil-
Pilgore the Wise.
Pilgore's a female, by the way. For everyone
Pilgore the
wondering.
Wise.
What's with the tongue's got a big loop to go in your other ear, or
Pilgore the Wise.
you get to lick its own butt yet? You have to put the velcroed part right on its actual butthole.
What, like?
Because I got mine in the stick, man. You could do it too. Right on his bunghole, like that, yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah, like,
stick. Oh, there
mine
we go.
does.
There you go.
Yeah, right on its,
I
right
got
on its
it.
butthole.
I got it. Licking his bunghole.
I told you.
Finally got it. Anyway, I think that's it. I think that'll do us for another fucking episode, I think.
Another year, you mean?
Another episode for another year.
Another year, we got another hour till New Year's. Whew. Well, I do. Oh. I don't know why I'm doing that again.
Alright, we're gonna get in all
Um,
those little things before the year's done.
But, as always, thank you, Beardies and Beardettes, for joining us on episode 53. My book's been gone for ages. As always, we appreciate you listening, watching, tolerating us for another year. We'll catch you in 2023. We have been Dale and Jim, and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye-bye. Well, next year,
Yeah, I was
actually.
gonna say, shouldn't you say next year, you nugget?
Oh, still next week.
Oh.
Next year,
Same
the
difference, different shit, day, year, month, whatever the fuck it is.
different shit day.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know you'll be catching them both next day, next year,
Next
next
day.
week, next month. You think about it. So today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, that's the start of a new week.
And New Year.
And a new year. And it's a new day. And it's a new month.
Oh, we won't catch them then.
No, but they'll catch us sometime. I'm on a run! I'm on a run! I'm on a run! You ain't gonna catch me unless you catch my pizza box. I'm on the run!
Pizza box. Oh!
I had to make a joke about that Andrew Tate shit.
Oh my fuck.
That's the only reason he got caught out, because of the pizza box. That's the meme at the moment.
I mean, he's.
He doxed himself because he, like... Was it because he posted the photo on Twitter with him bragging or some shit?
I don't even know.
I just like the memes coming out of it. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know what's going on, but it's
I don't know who
fucking...
the fuck he even is, to be fair.
Some Xboxer or some shit.
Xbox makes sense. Too many blows to the head.
Anyway.
Too many kicks to the head. Blows to the head. Whatever.
Bye, stream!
Bye!
Ew. And... Bye, recording.
Bye, recording.
Thanks for those, as always, listening to us on YouTube and Spotify. Just get a little extra thank you in there. Oh, fuck. Love yous and leave yous. See yous next year.